virgin.
Well, on that note, let's start. Hello. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these things, but we're having another indie interview with the creator of MIDMORTIS. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Meng, or Meg Boudreau. I am the creator of MIDMORTIS. Yeah.
How you doing today?
Good. Tired because I got off work.
Oh yeah, me too. Luckily, I've been doing more streams and like stuff like this beforehand because I remember I did one indie interview before with two of my friends, but the thing was like right after it, because of a weird thing with Steam, it just like completely got lost in the files. So I felt like such a bad person because they gave me like, oh, here's 2 hours of our time. You give us all this info, and it's like, oh, just gone.
Ooh.
Yeah, but luckily that's not going to happen today because today we are talking about MIDMORTIS, a series of ghost hunters, correct?
Yes. Jackasses. Oh, can we swear?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Bunch of jackasses.
Right. Now, do you want to tell us what this is about first, or do you want us to go to the first slide?
Now let me tell you what it's about. So MIDMORTIS is about three losers who are trying to be ghost hunters, and they suck at it, but that's kind of what provides the plot. Because who likes when someone's good at something?
Oh, yeah.
They live in Canada, and it takes place in the olden year of 2006.
Whoa.
Right? And it's funny. It's a little scary, but it's mostly funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever I want it to be.
Yeah. Now, when you said they're losers, are they? Was this influenced at all by Ghostbusters?
No.
No.
Everybody thinks that it's based off of Ghostbusters and Scooby-Doo, but would you believe I don't actually really like either? I'm not I don't hate them, but I don't really like
It wasn't
either of those. I haven't seen a lot of Scooby-Doo. Haven't seen Ghostbusters since I was like 5. It was mostly inspired by things like Invader Zim, Mystery Skulls, which I guess is inspired by Scooby-Doo, so that ends up shining through again. Randy Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja, just a bunch of like the boy cartoons I grew up with.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make my own boy cartoon.
Yeah, I love a series with a good scumbag cast or just almost pathetic cast.
Absolutely pathetic, sopping wet beasts, a lot of them.
All right, let's move on to the first slide.
Of course.
Oh, yes, this is your intro that you, correct me if I'm wrong, but that you show this on Indie Animation Day, correct?
Yes!
Nice.
We hold ass to get it done.
Alrighty. Yeah, I love that. Let's just take a good look. It's okay if I pause it.
Yeah, of course. That's just the credits.
I don't want to like discredit. Yeah, I don't want to like take away credit.
My wonderful animator.
Oh yeah, you guys did amazing work with the whole
I'm
thing.
so proud of how it all came together.
Yeah, it's totally something that could show up on as you mentioned, like 2006-ish like cartoons and stuff like
yes, that. The goal has been achieved.
Yeah, I love that. Like I could totally see that like on Nicktoons or Disney XD world.
Oh, perfect. Disney XD is totally the vibe.
Where all the cool teenage cartoons aired.
The edgy ones, yeah.
Yeah, though I'm not. Is Disney XD still a thing?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't have cable.
Oh yeah. Well, I think Disney's just kind of just like, oh, we're deleting that now. But yeah. really great intro. When it comes to the animation style in particular, was there an influence of? Because I know you mentioned the shows you were influenced by, but was there a certain one with like the silhouettes or the shapes of the characters at all?
The silhouettes and shapes is just kind of what my natural art style has progressed into. I guess my art style itself was really oh, there's a scam guy in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, I
Sorry.
see that.
um, I don't know. I mean, the person who did influence my art style shall not be named because
Oh,
never meet your
I
heroes.
think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I love the like your bald characters, like blocky build and just like square arms and like a square head and stuff like that.
Yes, he's
Uh,
so handsome.
mhm, mhm.
He was just, I don't know, a lot of my characters is like the style comes through what I think would portray what they're supposed to look like as a, because I used to draw very realistically, or at least no, sorry, not very realistically. I was trying to.
Mhm.
I had like defined like jaw lines and like brow, like the bump on your brow and like cheekbones and stuff. And then I guess hanging out with my current group of friends through osmosis, I just learned to get simpler with it. And it made drawing a lot easier for me, and it also made my character design stronger, so it's a win-win.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally, like they resemble the like something you could you could tell these characters like from a shadow apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the actual animation style, so Midmortis is a bit of silly in the way that
Ooh.
the intro is a little deceiving. Um the whole show is not going to be animated like that. The intro
Mm.
tricks you. I want it to be just a bit lower frame rate, a little more animatic-esque, just to make it sustainable, because I want to be able to make all of this, you know? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to get caught up in the semantics of making every little shot look amazing. So, then we only get one episode out before we're all tired, and it takes like 3 years. So, the animation stuff for the intro was actually totally, I owe the credit for that to my rough animators, because they took the storyboards, which were pretty vague, and just had a field day with them. They did amazing stuff. They made it so cute, like added these like funny smear frames and all this overshoot and
Mm.
squash and stretch. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Um, but I gotta give that to them. I did not have much input other than,
Mhm.
wow, I think that looks really good, or
Yeah. No, I've been there. Like, it's like, hey man, I just did this. It took me 3 hours. It's super hard. Thumbs up. I have nothing else to
yeah, like I can't do any better. Damn.
yeah, you killed it. I love the way your car moves and like how it's like right above the wheels and stuff like that. That would I know you say it wasn't like almost like a Johnny Bravo cartoon, like how that would appear. Like, "Rrr." Yeah, it's going very well. And I love just as I mentioned before, I love all the shapes and designs you give the characters. And speaking of, let's get to the characters.
Oh yes. Well,
Sorry, there we go.
there we go.
What the hell is MIDMORTIS? Can you answer that question?
Well, the Mid-Mortis is at its core the little bastards driving the van. The first one of which is Hugo. He's like, well, there's some beautiful little guidelines I made there because this was a joke PowerPoint, but I thought it'd be funny to use this one. He's the funny one. He's the comedy relief. He's ever optimistic. He's kind of got mannerisms akin to like the genie, or basically any character that John DiMaggio has ever played in anything.
Oh yeah, Jake the
Um,
dog, amazing.
yeah. Um, he's very much the guy who he's the physical, he's the brute, he's the strength.
Mhm.
Not mean at all. Oh my god, he would fucking, if you bumped into him, he'd probably apologize. But
Yeah, he looks like a sweetheart,
he
just
is
like a
absolutely,
lug.
yeah. He's endearingly stupid. But they all kind of are.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, he's a ghost. It is unknown how he died.
Mm.
He is blue, and he has lightning powers, which he has debatable control over. Mostly because ghosts aren't supposed to have lightning powers. He just does
Nice.
for reasons that no one is quite sure of
Yeah.
yet.
Now, do other ghosts in your series appear humanoid like this, or are they more monstrous?
They actually all have humanoid forms. So there's two kinds of ghosts in Midmortis. There's poltergeists, which were like those little pink dudes in the intro, like the things that look like just Halloween
Oh
decoration
yeah.
ghosts. And then there's the ones that look like fully fledged people, and those are ghosts. Poltergeists, the little dudes, are born spirits. They weren't a person that died. They're just a little ball of energy that always existed as a spirit. They're kind of dumb, very mischievous,
Mm,
and they can't really talk or anything. They just like screwing with humans.
right.
And the full-fledged people ghosts are humans that died. And in Midmortis, if you die in any way other than old age, your soul technically hasn't expired yet, so you become a
Oh,
ghost.
nice,
Whether
nice.
that's murder or disease or something.
Yeah,
If it's decidedly not your time,
Hmm.
then you're a ghost now.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Now we don't know how he died, or you won't tell us, but do we know when Hugo died? Like what
He
time period?
died sometime in the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell
By his shirt.
by his shit, by the way he's dressed, by some of the word like euphemisms and stuff he uses, and I don't know. I probably want to make it a joke that he doesn't understand like flip phones.
Mm,
He's like, "What the hell is that?"
yeah. Is that is the little thing on his shirt? Is that meant to be like a Star Trek badge, or is that meant to be like a just a lightning bolt in general?
Oh yeah, no, it's just a little lightning bolt
Okay.
embroidery. I just realized the lights aren't on in my room. It's really dark in here.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, no, it's just a lightning bolt because he's got lightning powers.
Mhm. It almost reminds me of like a guy who would work at like a Blockbuster place or like a bowling
Oh my
alley
god.
place in like the 90s.
That's so funny because later in this, I actually talk about what Hugo did do for a career.
Ooh.
Just a little fun fact.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's Hugo.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah.
very nice. He's very
Yeah.
sweet.
Is there a kind of voice you have in mind for Hugo? I know you
Hugo
said.
already has a voice.
Oh yeah, I'm saying like, can you give us like, is he very deep and baritone, or is he?
Yes, very deep. He's got a southern drawl and
Ooh.
a very loud laugh. He's just an all-around really enthusiastic guy. He's basically like that person you'd meet and you'd be like, "Are you sure this guy isn't my uncle?" Because
Yeah. Yeah.
because he really seems to think so.
Yeah. He is shaped like a friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but a friend
Friend
that
to
can
all.
fight like 6 people at the same time.
Yep. His hugs are almost as good as his uppercuts.
Oh. And oh, Salem.
This one is Salem, the silly, the Gleeber. Salem is a 16-year-old teenager who is absolutely obsessed with ghosts. He's autistic, and ghosts are his special interest. He has been obsessed with them pretty much ever since he could understand the concept of what a ghost was. Everything paranormal. He watches ghost hunting shows. He wants, like, bro's probably got ghost bed sheets. He wants an EMF reader for Christmas. He has his own YouTube channel where he pretends to, like, clickbaity catch, like, cryptids on tape. And he's trying to convince you it's real, but it's totally fake. He absolutely loves ghosts. Basically, he's going to bring it up once in conversation, if not more, like at least once. And most of his friendships hinge off of people being into ghosts as well. And because of that, he knows a lot about ghosts. So his contribution to the team, where Hugo beats them up and gives the punches, Salem's the ideas, guys. Because
Nice.
he knows, like, ghost. He basically thinks that things work like cartoons, so if they try to kill ghosts in the way that he sees in cartoons, sometimes maybe it'll work, hopefully. But he's just resourceful, and he's got like that sort of wild, kiddish creativity and imagination because nobody has struck down his innocence yet. So he ends up coming up with really good ideas, actually.
Right. Yeah. Seems like a character that's kind of like built up to go through a lot.
I'm gonna traumatize him.
Oh yeah, emotional stuff like that.
But things actually get better for him when the series
Oh, that's
starts.
nice.
It's never shown in the show, but Salem has a very bad relationship with his parents, which is why he's always hanging around two other random adults.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His parents don't even notice he's gone half the time. They're kind of neglectful. They definitely don't like the ghost thing. They want a kid who would have been a doctor or something,
Nice.
in quotes, successful. They wanted a trophy child and they got neurodivergent queer kid, and
Well,
they're
I
not
just noticed, like, I
happy about
saw
that.
this. I'm like, oh,
Autism creature.
yeah, that thing.
He is so TBH. Discreetly.
Oh,
But yeah, he's kind of he really really likes Hugo. Obviously
mm,
because he's a freaking ghost, and two, Hugo's just really nice. It's refreshing for him to have a positive adult figure in his life, especially a male one.
right. How old would you say Hugo? Well, obviously he's a ghost, so like, there's that. But like, how old would you say like Hugo like mentally is, like to act like his?
Oh, he died when he was 45, so he's just kind of
Okay,
frozen like that.
yeah. So he like a good like father figure, just
Yeah.
vibe for uh Salem. Yeah. Now Salem's real name, or is that just
No,
his?
yeah, Salem is his real name. His name
Okay.
is Salem Morena.
Oh, nice. Uh, yeah. Now you mentioned he's the ideas guy and how he comes up with ways to beat ghosts the way people do in cartoons. Uh, is there, say, like other magic other than ghosts in this universe, or is there like technology that?
There's
Yeah.
both.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Would you like to tell us about them?
Hold on, I gotta see if oh, I actually will be able to talk about both of those things later in the presentation.
Oh,
So
well,
I'll get back to you on that.
yeah, Mr. Thing. And then for my other question is, you mentioned there are other like ghost TV shows out there starring like people. So is this like, are they like frauds, like a Zach Baggins type of show that? uh,
Oh, yes.
nice.
Normal people cannot see ghosts,
Mhm.
which is why Salem was so over the top when he found Hugo, because he's like, oh, they're real, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
There's a little part of him that was doubting. Just a
Oh.
little.
Is there a reason why Sam was able to see ghosts and other people cannot, or do you want to save that?
A wink,
Alrighty.
wink, wink.
Uh, I just before I go on to the next thing, I love his little yin yang ghost
Yeah,
shirt.
that actually wasn't always there. He used to have words on his shirt.
Oh, what were they?
It well, they would actually change every episode.
Ah,
It was sort of a pun on like the old FNAF artists that drew like the night guards, and instead of their hat saying night guard, it would like change to something random for the joke. So I got it from that, but then Seaborg, one of my artists, drew Salem in just like some random fashion just for the fun of it.
mhm.
And he had that little ghost yin yang on his chest in one of the things. And we were like, we can't do words on his shirt. We're going to want to die. We
Oh
cannot put
no.
words on this guy's shirts when we animate him, but he needs something. So I was like, what about that ghost yin yang? Because I
Mhm.
really liked that symbol.
Yeah,
So Borg actually made it up.
yeah. So, yes, there are definitely some things that look cooler. Well, more practical in just design wise when you don't have to animate like a hunched frames.
Yeah. The default, though, was his shirt said, I'm so cool,
Oh, nice.
in all lowercase.
Hell yeah.
I think it came from a pit crew.
Yeah, he has big lowercase energy. Now,
But yeah.
oh, is that an earring on his
Oh,
face?
no,
Or-
Salem actually has hearing aids. He's hard of hearing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it kind of looked like an L. Like, oh, fancy L-shaped earrings.
Yeah, it's like those hearing aids that like curl around the back of your ear, but since you're never going to see the back of his ear, it kind of
Um,
looks like an AirPod.
yeah, but now does he know when he's signed because he's hard of hearing?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't often need to use it because, again, he's not totally deaf, but
Oh, yeah.
um, it's helpful.
Mhm.
And it comes in handy in the show.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Ooh, foreshadowing. Whatever might it be. And next one.
My husband.
Yeah, the sexy Tumblr man.
Tumblr sexy man.
Yeah.
As if Tumblr would fucking. He's not idealized.
I don't know. I've seen people like really into like the more sad a man is, the more they want him.
I can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Phoebus. He's like the leader
Mm.
because he owns the car that they drive around in, and he's the most stubborn, so everybody's gonna listen to him. So he's the leader. um, he is able to see ghosts because he had a close brush with death, which is the only way that you can see ghosts.
Interesting.
Unless you're cursed.
Ooh.
So he had a close brush with death and now can see ghosts. And Hugo eventually found him. Assumedly after he freaked out because what the fuck, ghosts are real. But assuming he was chill, Hugo found him. He's like, oh my god, a human that can see me. Thank God. Ghosts are such awful company. They're all hellbent on avenging their own deaths. So he was so thankful to have just a normal guy to hang out with. Phoebus did not want to hang out with him. Phoebus doesn't want anything to do with him. He wants to be alone. Or at least he says he wants to be alone. It's an edgy facade, so he doesn't try too hard to get rid of Hugo.
Yeah.
But Hugo just follows him around now. He's basically haunting him.
Yeah. This doesn't sound as much as a found family. It's almost a
forced family.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, just like nowhere else to go. But
yeah. Before the events of the show, he's a mechanic, so he just does odd jobs, fixing things because he didn't go to college. College is overrated. College is for losers.
Hell yeah.
I say, having gone to college, 3 of them. But yeah, Phoebus is the angry one, the grouchy one, the no fun Squidward. He sucks. But he is somehow always convinced to do stupid shit. He somehow always finds himself in stupid situations, probably because of the other two. But he's not the smartest either. Like, nobody in the MIDMORTIS trio is idiot-proof.
Just stupid on different levels.
Yeah. He really wants to think he's smart, but you're only as smart as I am, Phoebus, because I can't write people that are smarter than me.
Now, what would you say are like some of Phoebus's like, other than like that, like his shortcomings and how he thinks he's smart? Like, is he the one that mainly gets them into trouble, or
no? He's the one that gets them out of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
He is actually pretty fucking smart.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned his relationship with Hugo. I'm wondering, what's his relationship with Salem?
The first episode gives you a very good idea of their relationship. Basically, to summarize it, Salem thinks Phoebus is a serial killer, so he's stalking him to try and get evidence.
That's hilarious.
And Phoebus is like, can this fucking child leave me alone? And then somehow they are forced all 3 together. Wink, wink, pilot thing. Wink, wink.
Ooh. Now, you mentioned he used to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
Does the only thing he work on is his car, or does he work on other
No, he would like fix, I don't know, houses and stuff. I don't really know what a mechanic does. I'm not even gonna lie. I just needed him to have a job before a ghost hunting thing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
He's just the fixer guy. It seems like something he'd do.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's the only one who drives the car.
Yes. He will not let Hugo. I don't think Hugo wants to. I don't know if Hugo has a license.
Oh.
And Salem doesn't have a license because
he's baby.
Yeah, he's baby. I mean, he is 16, but he doesn't have his license.
Yeah, might be different in Canada, however you guys do it.
No, you could start getting your license at 16 in Canada. I don't have my license. I'm 21. I think Salem would be like me.
Just like me, for real.
For real.
Yeah. How old is Phoebus?
Everybody thinks... Okay, how old do you think he is?
I want to say like 38.
It's pretty close.
Oh.
He's 28.
Oh.
Everybody thinks he's old. Probably because of the way he looks, but the way he looks is because he has a condition called hypohidrotic ectodermal dysplasia. It's the reason he has no hair, and the reason why he always looks so mad is because he's got like a very pronounced brow. It makes it look like he's glaring when he's not, and he has no hair follicles and no sweat glands.
Yeah. I actually knew a teacher when I was in middle school that had that. I'm not gonna.
Oh my god, that's an incredibly rare condition.
Yeah, totally. But he was
Damn.
also relatively short, but he was also like super buff. And
Good for him.
oh yeah, like
It
his
does.
arms were so big he like couldn't touch his shoulders.
I don't know if it affects the body. Honestly, I only read it like it affecting like things in your face and stuff,
Oh, I don't think it
and
affected
obviously
his
like no
body.
body hair.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, that
Oh,
too.
and your fingernails. It can make you have no fingernails. But I
Yeah.
mean, Phoebus isn't fucking drawn. None
Oh
of them have fingernails.
no, yeah,
So,
of course, yeah. Ska.
but yeah, it's because of that. And I guess I don't know. Trauma ages you. He
Mhm.
looks older than he is. He's only 28.
Yeah, yeah. Would he consider meeting Hugo and Salem to be trauma?
No,
No.
no, a little. I mean, he did kick them out. He's not all mean.
Mhm.
He's still just a guy.
Right.
He's still, if you look hard enough, he's a nerd.
Yeah. Now, uh, you mentioned he owns the van. Does he have a place to like a house or a
Van is
apartment?
his house. He's
Okay.
homeless.
I love that. He
It's
does
like an
have.
RV. It's got like a bed and
Okay,
stuff
that's
in
good.
it,
Yeah, he
but
does
he
have the
doesn't have
vibe
a
of
real
someone
house.
who has like lived in his van for a few days,
For a few years.
for years. Yeah.
He's very precious about his van, even
Mhm.
though it's kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's like rusty and shitty and not good. And he's like, I love my car. Fuck you.
Mhm.
This is my baby.
Does he have to? Does he ever have to be wrapped into like uh adventures by Salem or?
Oh, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
pretty much every episode. He's not jumping to do anything unless it's for money.
Oh, nice. I love that the characters are like, what's in it for me?
Yeah, I mean that's he's got to pay rent, man. He's got to pay. No, he doesn't. But
No, well,
he's got to buy food. I don't know.
now you mentioned, would you say he's was a skeptic of ghosts beforehand, unlike Salem, or was he like,
I actually never really thought about that.
Mhm.
I mean, with how I guess it would depend when in his life you had asked him. Because if you
Mhm.
asked him when he was like a kid, he was basically like Salem when he was a kid.
Aw,
Yeah, so he would have been like, I hope freaking ghosts are real. But if you had asked him any time after that, he'd be like, who fucking cares? No, ghosts aren't real.
yeah.
That's gay. You're gay.
It's gay. Uh, is he the gay guy who uses like a bunch of gay slurs or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm the gay guy who uses a bunch of gay
No,
stuff.
yeah. I get
He
that.
doesn't know he's gay. He's asexual, but he doesn't know what that
Oh,
means.
okay.
He just thinks he's lonely.
Hmm.
And Salem has to be like, no, you're queer. And he's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I gotta say, I love the like kind of skin tags you gave him for like a lot of it, or just the wrinkles of just kind of really emphasizes just how grumpy he is.
Oh, yeah, his sunspots. Because he wouldn't have hair to kind of cover his head from the sun. So he'd
Mhm.
just get a bunch of spots on him.
Yeah, just
I have a bunch of those spots on me.
yeah. I like that. It's like it's not like a definitive, clean cut design. Like, there's some bumps and some.
I don't want this bitch to look like Mr. Clean.
No. Well, you didn't give him a circle head. You gave him a square head.
I gave him a square head because it was easier to draw. I'm not even gonna lie. It's so much easier to draw than trying to figure out how his dome looks.
Mm-hmm.
Because he used to be drawn with a circle head. Ugh, it looks so bad.
Now, what do they do?
They fight ghosts
What?
and try not to kill each other. There's supposed to be a knot there. They try not to kill each other because, well, they don't. Hugo and Salem don't really get on each other's nerves, but oh, do they ever test Phoebus's patience?
Mhm.
Everything that's basically the show. Everything tests Phoebus's patience. Yeah, they just drive around the country. They don't get paid at first, but I'm thinking eventually somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, thanks for getting rid of the thing that was haunting us. Here's like $300," and they're like, "Holy shit, we can make a living off of this, guys." And only we can do it because only we can see ghosts.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
they find a niche and they're like, I guess we're doing this. And Salem's like, yes! Thank God!
I mean, money's money at some
Yeah,
point.
and Hugo's a class traitor.
Oh, of course. Now, yeah. Speaking of Who's this little orange ghost right here?
Oh, he's just a random.
Oh, just a
It's
rando.
Yeah, its name is Pascal Picklock. It
Yeah.
is a thief
Oh.
and just a random ghost that shows up in an episode, but probably one that pisses them off the most because it's not necessarily evil, it's just annoying.
Mm-hmm. The worst guy. Yeah. Now you mentioned, do they just drive around Canada, or is there a specific area in
No,
Canada?
specific area in Canada. I mean, if we're going off of like real geography, they live in a place called Mortem County, which is
Mm,
just not quite a town, not quite a province or a city, like, you know. So, oh, I just lost all my train of thought for some reason. But it was based off of where my grandparents have a cottage because I live in Canada. Hi.
aw.
In Bancroft, so like northern Ontario, cottage country esque, lots
Mhm.
of trees, not a lot of buildings, definitely no skyscrapers or anything. Like you're never gonna fucking see like city shit in Mid-Mortis.
Mhm.
It's very, very small town. Like, yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically like mom and pop shops and that's it. I like it. I think it's cute. I love going down to the
Mhm.
cottage. So I actually wrote a lot of Mid-Mortis down when I was at the cottage. So I was like, sure, it'll take
Aw.
place here.
I love that. I love that kind of influence. You can see with like a bunch of like how Alex Hirsch basically Gravity Falls kind of off his sister's like summer
Oh yeah,
vacations.
and I would be lying if probably didn't get that idea from Gravity Falls. I was like, this looks like someplace where a mystery would
Oh
unravel.
yeah, yeah, just weird central.
Yep,
uh, now,
Alex knows what's good.
oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did you have a question?
Uh, I was just gonna like, are they ever gonna run to the total drama cast or the 16
I actually met voice actors from there at a Comic Con once. They were so nice.
Oh, that's good.
It was the girl who voiced the goth girl in Total Drama Island and Chris McLean's voice actor.
Oh yeah, yeah. I really love
Yeah,
the guy who
they
does
were
Chris.
so nice. I think we had shown up early or something, so we just hung out with them for a little bit. I didn't really know who they were until they told me, because oops, I didn't know them by name. But they were so polite and like
Oh
so down to earth. It was awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember. Do they ever have to like haggle to get someone to pay them, or do people?
Oh my god, that'd be funny actually. They should.
Yeah,
They should be like, give us the money or we're setting the ghost free
yeah.
again. Because they're not great people either. They're not like Heart of Gold heroes.
No,
Sorry.
I love that. Yeah,
I think it's funny when they're scumbags.
yeah. And this isn't really a question, but I just want to emphasize: the van says "fuck off" with a 4. You see,
Yeah, the license plate says fuck off.
I
Actually,
love
there's gonna
that.
be an official charm. It's on its way in the mail right now that has
Ooh,
the license plate that says fuck off. So it's canon!
nice.
Those colors are not right for the van though. Haha! What? Ignore the caption. I forgot to update it. Okay, so I used this slideshow to teach one of my friends about Mid-Mortis because she didn't know anything about it. And her name is Joyce.
Oh dear.
I forgot to change it. Oops.
So it's not the character. What's the character's name?
Farasha.
For Russia. Nice.
Yeah. The what the hell is Mid-Mortis? All of it used to say Mid-Mortis stuff to catch Joyce up specifically. I guess I just didn't change all of them. Farasha is a practicing witch. So magic does exist in the world of Mid-Mortis. Ah, followed back on that. Yeah. Just magic and probably like the way you think, where it's just like spells and stuff, but also very close to how like spiritual stuff kind of like works in real life.
Mm,
So it's like Fresh has got like a store called the Incantation Emporium, and it's got like crystals and like plants and you can make like bundles or potions or whatever, and there's like tarot cards and stuff.
nice.
And basically Farasha provides insight on like the magical side of ghosts. So um normally they'll approach things from the sciencey side because they have all the gear and stuff. But if there's something, because Hugo doesn't really know a ton about ghosts, he knows a little bit because he is one, but he doesn't know a ton because he doesn't hang out with them.
Right.
So if he doesn't know something about ghosts or about how the spirit world works, then Farasha probably does. So if you ask really nicely, she might tell you.
Yeah. Now,
Or sorry, they might tell you, but they don't like Phoebus. and
Yeah.
Phoebus does not like them because Phoebus doesn't believe in magic.
Now, did any of them know Farasha before uh,
No.
the events? Okay, so they
I
appear
assume
later on.
Salem had seen them around town because Salem does have a crush on them.
Ooh.
Um, Unreciprocated crush because
How?
Farasha's an adult.
Okay, I was going to ask. That was my next question.
Yeah, no, it's like a silly kid crush, but thinks Farasha's really cool. Like, so cool. Like, intimidatingly cool. So, they stop by the store because Salem's like, please, 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 my parents never let me go here. Please, Phoebus. And Phoebus goes and then makes a fool out of himself and, like, breaks something. And that is when the rivalry between him and Farasha starts. And Salem's like, oh my god, she's never gonna, or they're never gonna think I'm cool, ever. Oh my god.
Well, you just answered my next question. I was going to ask why don't they like each other? Just
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Phoebus doesn't believe in magic. Farasha does magic and thinks it's stupid that Phoebus doesn't believe in magic. And they're both just stubborn and standoffish enough that their personalities clash awfully.
Hmm. Now, what do other than combating ghosts, what do Farasha's potions do they have different effects or?
They can. Oh god, I don't know. They could probably fucking turn you into a rat or something.
Ooh.
Like, like spells for like revenge, spells for bad luck,
Hmm.
spells for probably like healing potions because I'm gonna guess that they get roughed up a lot.
Oh yeah.
Um, just like potion, like think like Minecraft potions.
Hell yeah. Uh, Now I'm guessing they're not part of the main cast.
No, they're a
But
side character.
yeah,
They
but
don't appear very often.
do they ever get in on the action against a ghost or anything? Or are they capable of it? Or
They normally don't interfere with ghosts just because they don't want to screw with that can of worms. I'm not really sure how they react to Hugo because the episode that you meet Farasha, Hugo isn't in.
ooh, interesting.
Just because I forgot to put him in. I forget about him sometimes.
Oh
I feel bad. But Farasha plays a very integral part of the end of the series
yeah,
that I cannot say.
yeah. I love her kind of down
There.
tape thing.
They use they them pronouns. I've
Oh
been fucking up. That's my bad.
no, yeah, okay. I thought I said something wrong.
Yeah, no. Their cape shawl thing is actually inspired by the wings of a Luna moth.
Ooh,
Because moths are like their thing.
it's very nice. So, do
Yeah.
they have like just a bunch of moths in their cottage?
Honestly, maybe they should.
Nice.
That'd be cute. But it's also because I didn't see enough moth witches. I've seen bat witches, I've seen cat witches, but not enough
Mhm.
moth witches.
Nice.
But yeah, that's Farasha.
Liz.
And this is Liz. Liz is where Farasha is the magic-y. Liz is the science-y. Liz knows the scientific stuff. She knows ghost biology. She knows how, like, what gear can destabilize a ghost, how to ethically capture a ghost, what to do when you capture like,
Ethically, that's boring.
no, it's ethically is very important,
I'm, j-
especially to Hugo.
I'm joking. Yeah.
She's basically the Professor Egad to their Luigi's Mansion.
Aw.
She provides them with all of their gear and stuff. And she's very smart and she thinks ghosts are really cool. She's smart enough to know that they normally want to kick people's ass, but she thinks they're awesome.
Mhm.
She knows Salem before the events of the show. Like they already know each other, probably because they would have bonded as the only two ghost freaks in town. I mean, there are others, but the like people who are autistic about ghosts.
Oh yeah.
The neurodivergency beam.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She does kind of give me like Dipper-esque Dib energy, or
Yes! That is so the goal, thank God.
yeah.
And like Alphys.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. Just like
Undertale.
it's very smart, but like kind of in head in the clouds a bit.
Yep.
Now, does she
She's
get
book
along
smart,
with?
not street
Oh,
smart.
oh hell yeah! Now, does she get along with Phoebus at all? Since they're both technology, or
Um I think Phoebus would be just a little weirded. And yeah, he is. He's a little weirded out by her. She's a little much. And he kind of gets used to it from Salem, but Liz is like Phoebus's age. So he's like, Jesus Christ, calm down.
Yeah.
Relax. It's not that big a deal. Her and Hugo love each other. They just like the
Aw.
energy is endless with those two.
Yeah.
And of course, Liz is so obsessive, like, oh my god, a real ghost, I've gotta like study you. And Hugo's like, oh my gosh, you want to study me? I'm so flattered.
Yeah. I love that
So
even her braces have like almost like a ghost theme to
they're
them.
glow in the dark.
Yeah. Aw.
Her braces and earrings are both glow in the dark.
So cute. Yeah. Now you says she's lesbian for the green ghost. Is that gonna come
The
up
green
next?
ghost will come up later.
Ah,
But first, I gotta introduce you to this asshole.
cartoon.
Cartoon old man. This is Ludwig Kaiser. His pronouns are Nor/Mull. He is a ghost exterminator. So whereas, Phoebus and the gang just want to catch ghosts to get them out of currently endangering the public, this guy wants to kill ghosts forever. Send them to double hell.
Hell yeah.
No, that's not a hell yeah. The ghosts are on our side. So he is, I guess a good way to put him, he's like Charles Muntz. Or he's only in this for the money. He uses really posh, expensive gear that nobody else can afford, and he acts like he is the shit, and like he does such dignified work. And he probably scams people by charging way more than he needs to get rid of the ghosts.
This is gonna sound like a weird comparison, but have you seen that Wallace and Gromit's Return of the Were-Rabbit movie?
He's literally that guy, yeah, Victor. He's literally Victor. I fucking love that movie. I fucking love that movie. I grew up with it. Honestly, probably subtle inspiration. But yeah, he's totally that guy. He thinks that Phoebus and Salem, specifically Phoebus, because he doesn't really respect Salem because he's a child and he doesn't know anything. But he thinks Phoebus is absolutely stupid for working with a ghost. He's like, you're fraternizing with the enemy. And he thinks they're a bunch of hippies for wanting to like, oh, well, we just gotta understand ghosts. Maybe they're acting out because they just need therapy. He doesn't think ghosts are human anymore. He basically thinks they lose their like autonomy as a person when they die, and they're just like creatures or pests now.
He does have like big like Republican. My pronouns are kick ass, or
He is
are you
so.
offended?
He's an American in Canada.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah. Don't worry, he gets his ass handed to him. Can't decide how yet, but he does.
Yeah, I love that. I'm assuming like a ghost busting piece of tech on his back.
Yes, it's his dinky little vacuum sucky thingy.
Yeah, reminds me a lot of Luigi's Mansion, of like Luigi's like little vacuum
Poltergeist 3000.
Yeah.
Yes. Funnily enough, this guy actually used to be a Pikmin OC.
Oh.
Yeah. He was a Hakatation trophy hunter that I made because I love Pikmin so much. And his gun currently is based off a little bit off of the ship from Pikmin 2.
It's such a fun detail. I love that.
No one would ever know though, because it's so subtle. It's not even the right colors anymore. It used to be, and then I changed it because it looked weird. It was like pink.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Ludwig. He's like a minor reoccurring antagonist.
Okay.
He's just there to fuck shit up
and
be annoying. But like annoying in a pompous way.
Oh yeah.
Like he knows he's being annoying.
Do you want him to get better or do you want him to get worse?
I want him to die. I literally can't decide if it would be funnier to just have him get scared off at the end of his episode or to literally die. I think it'd be funny if he died and Phoebus laughed.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. No. He's obviously willing to hurt Ghost, as you mentioned, but is he willing to, say, hurt someone like Salem? Like a child or
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that actually. How bad of a dude is this guy?
Oh yeah.
Making me want to think. I mean,
Ooh.
in my silly little off-canon plots, I make him bully the cast way more than he should. This is the Brady Bunch, also known as the Ghosts.
Nice.
Basically, the rules for MIDMORTIS ghosts work like they've all got to be a silly color, they've all got to have an alliterated name, with exceptions such as Hugo and the pilot ghost, Dr. Seymour, clearly. If the pun is good enough, they can break the rule.
I love puns.
Um,
I love these.
and they all have to have a goofy profession.
Dr. Tonic.
Yes, that's the green ghost that Liz is lesbian for.
Oh, I love her design.
Thank you. They are Seaborg. They're just based off of Seaborg.
Nice, nice.
Most of these ghosts are my friends. So Brian Bays is one of my co-writers, Billiam. Mike Munderful is our character designer, Kuzine. Dr. Tonic is one of our storyboard artists and musicians, Seaborg. Flint Fletcher's supposed to be me. Bruiser Baron is supposed to be based off of my dad. And Pascal Picklock is based off of the voice of Salem. And Corbin Carver is based off of one of our rough animators and my brother.
Oh, nice. Now, did you tell your dad he's based off one of the ghosts? One of the ghosts is based off him?
The ghost used to be a different character, and I think he knows I based that ghost off of him. Or that character. He was a Turbo Time character.
Yeah.
Don't even ask. But I assume he'd get it. He's like rock and roll and stuff.
No, yeah, I love these designs. Like very, like era specific to some of them, and like different. Obviously, like a different theme and vibe. Do they have like say different abilities or ghostly powers?
Ghosts all really do the same thing. I mean, obviously they can kind of summon things that are, for example, Seymour clearly could probably summon doctory things, evil doctory things. Mike Munderful has his microphone attached to his tail. Pascal Picklock has those little bags. Flint Fletcher can use his arms like wires, etc., etc. But every ghost has the ability to possess a human, and in the MIDMORTIS universe, one body can't have two souls in it. So a poltergeist doesn't count as a soul. A poltergeist is just energy. So it can force your soul out and basically possess you the good old-fashioned way, where it walks around in your body and controls you. But if a full-fledged human ghost possesses another human, both souls get trapped in the body, and the body accommodates to make room for both souls, which is a very sciencey way of saying they turn into a big fucking ugly monster.
I love that.
And most times the ghosts do it on purpose, because a big ugly monster is very good for avenging their death in whatever way they want to. It's very good at making problems and causing issues, so they do it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's normally when people are like, I think there's a ghost around, guys. Jerry just turned into a 3-foot-tall kaiju. I think there's a ghost.
So can they turn back human?
Yes.
That? Okay.
Either by getting destabilized, which can happen with electricity, or just getting the snot beaten out of them, or they can leave of their own accord, but that rarely happens.
Yeah.
Normally, they need to get the snot beaten out of them.
Yeah. I wanted to just bring up one thing.
Yes.
Because I didn't notice in his other one. Did Corbin not Corbin? Does
that's outdated?
Okay. I'm sorry. Just an old design. It's totally
old design choice.
I've been there.
He had thyroid surgery.
Nice.
He's better now.
Okay, yeah. Are any of these ghosts capable of like returning affections? Like, would Dr. Tonic be capable of like feeling also a crush on?
Oh yeah, they're just like people. They can feel all of their emotions and stuff. In fact, since I thought it would be way too sad if Salem couldn't hug Hugo, ghosts can touch people too.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't decided, but like how I'm going to show it, but at least in my heart and in my mind, Tonic and Liz are smooching in the corner.
Oh, nice.
Smiles.
Yeah. I've just noticed all these like very distinct colors and like how vibrant they are. I'm curious, and this might be an odd question, but were you influenced at all by like the Ghost and Molly McGee? Or...
Oh my gosh, yes! But I actually got the colored ghosts from Luigi's Mansion, but oh my god, I love the Ghost of Molly McGee. The title being all like gloopy definitely came from that.
Yeah.
I keep up with that show, and like a few of my friends worked on it. It's so good. I love
Oh,
it.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's animated right here in the city I live in.
Is that also a Canadian show or?
Yeah. Mercury Filmworks does it.
Oh no,
Don't
I
know
know.
if
I
it's
mean, does it
produced
take place in
entirely
Canada
here.
or?
Oh, no.
No. Oh,
It's just they send it off here for the animation, probably
nice,
because it's like cheaper or something. I don't know.
nice. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Do you want Corbin Carver to be voiced by that Zach Hadel guy?
That would be really funny. Zach Hadel. Oh my god, that would be so funny. I really was just gonna get my brother to do a shitty papyrus impression. But they might not have speaking lines because I couldn't decide on an episode because I have 3 doctor ghosts. And I was like, I can't come up with 3 doctor plots. So they're just a background character. A really, really good looking background character.
No, yeah, all these designs are like very good and like solid.
I had a lot of help in making them.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just nicknamed the Brady Brunch, correct? They're not like a
Yeah, no, the Brady Bunch is
Okay.
the name of the show. I just called them that for a joke.
Yeah, it's not like an actual family. Okay, cool.
No. The Ghost Glaggle. Here's their shithole town.
Nice.
So why did I call okay, sorry. So that is Mortem County, but like that's an old map. That's not gonna be really accurate anymore. But I guess that the buildings haven't changed, so all of those things will be in the town. I just don't know where. So there's Fresno's Diner, which is this cryptid themed 50s-esque diner that most of the kids hang out in. Phoebus gets most of his food from there because they serve really, really sweet junk food, and Phoebus has a huge sweet tooth.
Ooh.
They've got purple ube waffles that he really likes. They've also got just a bunch of stupid food, like really touristy shit.
Okay, so it's a big like tourist trap area.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like Mortem County knows they're haunted, and most people are like, whatever, who fucking cares? I'm too depressed to deal with this shit. Most people are like, we can make money off of this, which is probably unfortunately where most of Farash's customers come from, which is why they're so pissed off with everyone. They're like, can you please stop treating my religion like a fucking joke? But no, yeah, Fresno's is like a tourist trap with shitty food and creepy waiters, and everybody hangs out there. Liz's lab is in the residential area. It's just an apartment complex that she bought both she takes both floors of.
Oh,
One is for living and one is for sciencing.
science.
Science! The residential area is pretty small. Probably bigger than I drew it here. This was like in an Aggie. I was just screwing around, but Mortem County doesn't have a lot of people. There's a big graveyard, a lot of dead people because again, it's the graveyard for the whole county, so it's not just this little patch of population. It would be anybody who has a little house tucked into the woods, as well as any facilities nearby. What is number 4? Oh yeah, there's a high school. Salem has to get his education. There's a church.
Okay, so he didn't just like actually just leave his parents. I was wondering.
No, he still goes to school sometimes.
Okay.
It's just implied that he does that off screen because that's boring. Who wants to see that? There's an arcade Salem frequents very often. Like an old-timey tickety arcade where you could probably win a bunch of stupid prizes. The Incantation Emporium is in the heart of downtown, which is where you can get all the potions and stuff. There's something in the woods, but no one really knows. And on the outskirts of town, if you go down the highway a little bit, there is the Mortem County Institution, which is a psych ward. And then there's like a bunch of forest and a bunch of trees and a bunch of highway and probably like a general store or two. I don't know. Again, cottage country, so probably a lot of private houses, lake houses.
Yeah, of course. I am curious. Do you have a set date of when this was founded, like the town itself, or?
Oh God, no! I haven't thought of that. Sometime before 2006.
Oh yeah, way back in the year of 1999.
No. Oh
Oh,
god, the
fun
lag.
facts.
Fun facts. Yeah, Hugo's old job that I mentioned earlier, he used to work at a carnival. He was the games guy, and he's totally got the voice for it. Very persuasive. Could totally make you spend like $15 on a bottle toss that's rigged.
Yeah.
He does Raptor hands because they're all autistic giggles. His middle name is Gulliver, as a reference to Gulliver's Travel, and he
Mm,
bites his nails when he is nervous and when he is not nervous, and just all the time.
yeah. Uh,
Um, you can also ask any questions that would
oh yeah, I was
prompt
just gonna
more
ask.
fun facts.
I saw him on the band with the potato chips. Does he need to sleep, or can he sleep and eat? Or
He can sleep, he can eat, he does not need to do either.
okay, so it's not like the chips just like go through him.
The chips, well, they don't go through him, but they're not really, they just float. It's like the blob from Monsters vs. Aliens. It just
Oh
floats
yeah,
there and disintegrates. There is nothing gained.
I
There
love it.
is nothing gained, nothing lost.
Uh, now is this a concept art of Phoebus and?
That was actually a keyframe I did from the intro
Oh,
when Phoebus jumps out of the van. That was like the first keyframe for it, which
nice.
has really bad composition now that I look back at it.
Yeah. Does Hugo have a scar on his nose?
Yes, he does. He got it from a bar fight because
Nice.
he used to fight with his friends to show that he loves them.
Aw.
That's his
Nope.
affection with his pallies. So he got punched in the nose real bad. Yes, Salem. Salem owns a green Game Kid Terror, which is just a Game Boy. That's just the Game Boy in his world. He knows sign language. He has a crazy spice tolerance, and he's a very good cook. He's probably the only one in the team that can make edible food,
Oh.
and he likes it. He really likes cooking. Phoebus is probably thankful to not fucking have, like, I don't know, instant ramen every night. He's like, oh my god, thank god, real food. But Phoebus doesn't have any spice tolerance, so he's also like, help, I'm dying!
Is the bottom left one a picture of Phoebus being potentially possessed, or
Phoebus? You mean Salem?
Sorry, Salem. Yeah.
Yeah, potentially.
Ooh.
Freaky.
Yeah.
This is just a bunch of random doodles.
Oh, no, that's great.
I just realized there's 2 of that episode.
Ooh.
And then there's them hugging, because I think that should happen. I don't know when, but it should.
Right. I am curious. Like, this is just a minor thing, but does Salem have a lisp at all? Because he's partially deaf, or
No!
no? Okay.
Nope. He's very loud, though.
It's that
Can't
kid.
tell if that's the autism or the deaf. But he's loud. Oh my god, he's loud. Oh my god, the lag. Feebla! Feebla fight fun fact. I already said, but he has a really, really good or really insane sweet tooth, and he bites his hands when he gets anxious.
Mm,
He is also touch starved.
nice.
I'm adding that right now.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But yeah, that's Phoebus fun facts. I swear I could think of more if I wasn't put on the spot. His favorite ice cream is mint chip.
Mm.
He's afraid of cats.
Ooh.
He has ailurophobia. Yeah, he is afraid of cats. He thinks they're gross, which is really funny because I love cats so much.
But do cats like him?
Probably, because that'd be really funny if like a cat was like rubbing up against his legs and he's like,
Yeah.
get it off of me.
Yes, people who don't like cats the most are like cats are like, I'm gonna be by you.
Yeah, it's like they can tell. And then me, who loves cats, the cats are like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, Salem probably loves cats.
Does he have
probably...
I was gonna say, does he have a certain ghost that he's like in the Brady Bunch that he has like a rivalry with, or like a general distaste for, or?
He doesn't really like any of them until, of course, there are some where he learns why they're acting out and then they get along well. But I would say that he does not like Pascal the most because it literally stole something from him.
Oh.
Like the beef is personal.
Oh yeah.
I just drew Bruiser freaking him out because I don't know. I was feeling. It was probably just because I wanted to draw Bruiser freaking anyone out, and I
Yeah.
was like, "You're basically the main character. Here you go, get in here."
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh,
Oh, and here is an exclusive clip from the pilot episode with
okay.
shitty scratch audio done by me. So don't laugh at me. Don't laugh.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this on.
Don't laugh. Not allowed to laugh. Man, today was ass. Shitty friends. I almost died. I'll teach them for ditching me. They're missing out. Take a seat. Huh? Sit down. The doctor will be with you shortly. Sit! Oh, how wonderful. Marvelous. I haven't seen a patient in what seems like decades. Great to know my practice is still alive. So I can place this over here, and my tool's right there. What else? Oh, it's been so long. Coming. Let's see. Yes, you have marvelous eyes, truly intriguing. They're so small, yet incredibly useful little things, don't you think? If I do say so myself. Get it? Read. Clearly. Wait a second, that's not. Brilliant! Who are you? Oh, son, did you not read the Snellen chart? I'm serious! So am I. Seriously, dude, I've been through enough today. Let me go. I don't want to die over some stupid fake ghost. Fake ghost? Fake? Oh, you poor ignorant thing. Can't you see? The real thing's right in front of you, kid. You just have to open your eyes. On with the examination. But I'm not. Quiet! Ahem. Now, look into the lens. Now tell me, is it better like this? Or this? Ow! The Kafka watermark! Ignore that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that.
No, it's all. Yeah, that was really great.
Thank you. I spent
Yeah.
a really long time on that.
Yeah, I love. Do you have plans for the music whatsoever? Like the choices of music?
Oh my god, I'm gonna let my musicians go insane. We're
Oh,
gonna have an episode score, so like it'll slowly transition into one thing after another. Um but yeah, I'm basically gonna let them go crazy. I am not a music-y person.
Oh no, it's good. And those were both of your voices, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just me screwing around for scratch audio.
Oh yeah. Do you plan on voicing any characters when the thing comes to fruition?
It'd be cool, but the one time I tried to voice a character, I almost blew my own eardrums out, so
Oh,
I don't really want to voice that guy anymore.
yeah.
Maybe somebody will come up.
Yeah. It's been really fun. Do you want to tell people how they can support your project?
Join our Discord. There's
Ooh.
no financial support needed for our project. We just chillin'. We do what we do. Whether or not you're there to watch it, you can't stop us. But it'd be cool if you want to watch it. Join the Discord and let me talk about MIDMORTIS to you. Please.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for having me on, Meg. For you coming on
Yeah,
here.
this is my show now.
Oh no.
Well, I'm wondering if anybody in the audience has a question. If it's not
Yeah.
just people who work on the show, which would be really funny.
Chat.
Hi, is anybody here not a part of MIDMORTIS?
Yeah.
Giggles.
Oh. There's one question, but it's what is MIDMORTIS?
Okay, well that's from Hugo's voice actor. So
Oh.
so if he doesn't know, that's his problem.
Oh. Why are you so silly, Meg?
Why are you so silly? I was born like this. Autism.
Hell yeah. Good point. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure the chat is just
Yeah.
people who work on the show.
I love
which is
that.
really
I love
funny.
support.
I love you guys though. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah.
Are you hiring? You work for me. I mean, hey, if anybody sees this, I mean, if you wanted to be a part of the show, I wouldn't say no.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to ask. I was going to ask, do you have any hopes for this in the future? Like,
That I get it done.
yeah, no.
That I get the whole thing done, no matter what anybody does.
Do you want to go on any networks, or do you want
No.
to, like, no?
This thing is, sorry, every time, like, I try to get something super involved with, like, I'm gonna like pitch it to a studio, or I'm gonna turn it into a business, or something like that. I end up hating it, and I end up resenting the process and all that stuff. So this is just gonna be me dicking around with my friends for as long as they'll let me.
No, yeah, I totally understand that. It's kind of how a lot of indie animation gets started. Except for me, they all make me pay, even my friends.
I'm very lucky.
No, I'm joking.
Hi guys, I love you. Thank
No,
you so
yeah.
much for making my scrimblies move.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. This was a much better stream than the last thing I did, mainly because I'll be able to give it to you. But yeah, we're going to sign off.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye, all the bots.
Goodbye, bots.